Hi Chameleonicas, welcome one more time. Today we are here with a very special guest. She's a friend from life, from events. We met this year or last year?
This year.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this year at the beginning.
Yeah, we met in a women event and it was Women's Day, of course, March. And it was very interesting because we connected, because we saw each other and we had a vibe, you know?
Yes.
And then we realized we're both Peruvians.
I know. Small world, right? In Miami.
Yeah. And today we have this beautiful person that is Cynthia. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Danny. I think the connection we made, because I was sitting here, you were sitting in the back, I remember, and all of a sudden you were sitting next to me, sorry, right?
Yeah.
And then we locked eyes, and you're like, oh, where you from? Where you coming? And that's how this whole relationship built, and it was beautiful.
The Andes was calling us.
I know. It was like, there she is. But it was beautiful. So I'm glad I got connected with you. And it was on Women's Day, which is a very powerful day. So in a women empowerment event.
Yes. And let's start talking about this, because I feel nowadays it's more necessary to talk about all the evolution that women has around the world, and also that help us heal. Sometimes when we talk about healing, people sometimes mention their past, like, our cultural background, or, the story of women around the world and society, and the development of women in the last century. But I feel there is another ways, like the ones Cynthia knows already. She has a lot of knowledge about that also encourage us not just to be better as women, but just to be better as human beings. So how you start in this world?
Yes. Oh my gosh. So thank you for that introduction. I'm honored to be here. So I have my company, which is called Kallpa Miami, and going into what that means. Kallpa, as you may know, is a word in Quechua. Quechua is a language, a dialect in Peru. And Kallpa means energy within. And energy within means a lot to me, because I come to discover myself in a very different, holistic way years ago. Through, unfortunately, the pass of my husband. This is where my awakening starts. And with that is where I bring all these holistic practices from our ancestors, from back in the day, and the things that they used to do in Cusco, in those ancient worlds, with the energy that beautiful, beautiful city has.
So one important thing for everybody to understand, Cusco is one of the most important cities where we see our beautiful heritage. And also, as most people might know, is where Machu Picchu belongs. Like the Machu Picchu area, it's inside the Cusco region. And the special thing about that is that Cusco has a lot of energy and power. And even when you go there, the energy, you feel a vibration. You feel like everything is giving you some kind of energy. And that's very interesting because, for example, I'm from the city. Which part of Peru are you from?
I'm from Lima. No.
Yeah, and generally when you are like any other place around the world, when you are in the city, you don't connect with that part of the world,
Why is that, right?
Us
ourselves, we don't go back there and connect there.
Yeah, it's like you stress so much, like any other capital, like any other main city in the world. Like you just go stress all the time, do your job, you are in your own business, and you forget about everything else. But when you have that opportunity to connect with the ancestors, or to connect in another way or path, I think it's a good how can I say, a good moment for you to maybe pause and just start over.
Yes.
So that's what happened to you?
Yes, that's exactly what happened. You have to, like you said, stop and be present. Be present in the moment, and live it and feel it. And that's where this whole holistic practices come with. And this is what I share with all the women out there and everyone that would love to know about what holistic practices are about. Because let me tell you, not a lot of people know.
No, totally, totally. And also, for example, let's put it this way, because I come from a Catholic school, and even being a Catholic sometimes depends, of course, the kind of Catholics. There's some people who are more Orthodox. They tell you, no, that's a thing from the devil.
That's exactly the words you said. They say that's the thing for the devil. You're not, you're not within God.
Yeah, and I do believe, because we have talked about this, there's a lot of God in the things you do, like in everything you do, basically, and you feel that's the way you connect with God.
Exactly.
And that's, even if you don't agree, you have to respect, and that's what I respect,
Yes. Yeah.
And if that helps you, why not can help others? Like, everybody have their own path. So what has been the challenge of also our very traditional culture?
I know, right? I know. So the reason why I went this, because I grew up Catholic. I grew up, very Catholic, going to church every Sunday, even some days during the week, on Wednesdays at nighttime with my grandmother.
Wow.
And I think losing my husband, it made me kind of go the other way and not believe in anymore of why me, why did this happen to me? And that's how I found out the awakening, and through a very different perspective, but still within God. It's the divine. It's who you believe in your heart, who you believe, which is, there's only one up there. People call it God, people call it the divine, they call it many different names, but at the end of the day, it's just the one source, which is your God, my God. It's all within that practice.
Yeah, and I feel like there's a moment in life, maybe when somebody we love passes, that we lose a little faith.
Yep.
And it's okay that, again, you try actually to reconnect with that.
Absolutely.
It's not like, okay, I don't believe in God anymore and I just leave. No, you try harder for you to put you back on track for your own soul and your own healing.
Of course.
And I totally get that. I also lost one of the love of my life. That was my godmother / best friend / one of the people who raised me, because it was my mom's John's sister.
Oh.
And she was between my mom and I is like 25 years old.
Okay.
And between her and her sister was like 12 years old. So,
wow. So, yes.
So she was in the she was like my nanny / best friend and blah, blah, blah.
Aww.
So when I lost her from cancer, talking about this actually Cancer Awareness Month, it was devastating for me. And yes, you realize, you say, why me, or why this happened to the family or whatever. But at the same time, I feel like there was a moment where I actually paused and stopped complaining.
Yes.
And I said, how can I improve to be better? How can I improve to be grateful? I cannot live this way. I cannot live being just pretending that this didn't happen and try to erase it. I just have to learn to live with it and try to make myself something better from everything that is just being negative so far. And actually that changed a lot in my life. What's the meaning of being like thankful?
No, yeah. So that's when I learned, actually, within the years, of how grateful this person was in my life, how much he taught me very different ways of life, how to believe in myself, how to come out of the mindset that I had with my family, or the way they have brought me. So that's when I started surrendering, what I call it, into believing that everything happens for a reason. And he had a bigger battle up there. But he left me 2 kids. And therefore, those were my battle. Those were my strive. That's what I was going for. And to be grateful that I had my kids healthy and beautiful, and I had a job, and I had a house, and I was healthy myself.
Yeah, that's something very important. Because also I do believe that, for example, things like cancer are like very mental. And because I live it also with my godmother, like unfortunately, it was a totally different person when it happened. Like consume a lot in her energy.
Yeah.
But I see the difference when somebody is just positive,
Yes.
I see the difference in that. And I really, when I see something like that, I do pray. I have an anecdote. The other day, I even posted it in social media. I don't know if you saw my stories about a phone call that it was actually for my husband, and it was somebody who was working with him. And I don't know why people call him sir, which I find is very funny. But okay, I understand it's your whatever.
Yes, yes, the belief.
And this person said, well, everything he was struggling to, but he said, I have to keep working because I have myself. And that what for me was like, wow, his words were so powerful, and you could hear it. And I won't lie, I came into tears. Like then my husband was like, what's wrong with you? But the thing is that it's not just that. It's just that when I see somebody with that positive, with everything that we are passing through right now around the world, sometimes we complain too much, and we are not saying more thank you, or we are not seeing the side we have. That makes the whole day different. That makes the whole day different right there. And now, for example, you said also you have 2 young boys. And I know they pass through adolescence. And sometimes, for example, adolescence is the word adolescence comes out with the meaning of complaining.
Yes. Oh, big time. Big time. Big time. Yes. Yes.
How you teach them that?
Actually, I've been very lucky. I've been a very, very lucky mom. The way I raised them, they're very grateful to everything they have. We call them the teenage years, of course. Hello. Mm-hmm. They go through the teenage years, but they never really gave me trouble. I always try to explain the why, and why I was saying the things I was saying, and why life goes in a certain way. I always been that mom that I guess I talk to them very adultish, so they understand how life is conveyed. And now, I mean, you talk to them and you think you're talking to 2 grown men, because it's good, but in a way I feel like, oh my God, they didn't have like that childhood that I wish they had, because I was a young mom, so in a way I was growing up with them at the same time. I was 18 to be 19 with my first kid, and then my second one came like 2 years later. So I was a very, very young mom in raising them and trying to teach them the right way, and things that I thought believed were the best way, so they can have some knowledge and wisdom within themselves.
You said something very important. You try to teach them why, what that means to you.
Yes.
What's your why?
So why, meaning like the why couldn't I give you certain luxury things, like all their friends have iPads and had phones. My kids didn't have that until the age of 15, 16. They wanted that at 9 or 10 years old. And I would explain the reason why I'm not giving you that. Because you're still a kid. You need to live like a kid. You need to go outside. You need to play. There's no need for you to be stuck to a screen all day. So, and of course, they would fight me back like, Mom, but that's not fair. Everybody has it at their school. You're being cheap. No, it's not that I'm being cheap. It's the fact that I'm trying to teach you something. And nowadays, they actually thank me for the things I used to say no to, because they see the comparison with their friends and where they are and how they think and how they view life. And it's very different.
Actually, I feel the same about my parents. Like my father, I saw his economical path and how he grew. But at the same time, even though he had a lot and he gave me a lot, he also said no many times. And of course I understood why, because then I saw what happened with the kids who always had the word yes from their parents. And then, and even today, like, oh my God, I don't want to push stories and be like what we say in Peru, rajar from people, like saying one thing. I know. Because I have a lot. That will be another podcast hour.
Yes, es otro.
But I feel that it's good to say no when it's the right time to say no.
Absolutely.
And also to explain why, because kids are not silly. Kids understand. And if you explain that to them, you have that communication, it's also good for the trust.
Yes.
So I have a question for you, because this is very important. This is something I notice every time people try to start coaching or start a holistic path, is what people expect and why they don't trust so much.
I think most of it, in what I have seen, people don't trust because they've been hurt before. They've been lied before. And they have, what I tell them, this limited belief that there's people out there that are not going to be that way, that you have to open your door. You have to open that path in order for that person to come and really show you whether it's something they hurt you or didn't hurt you. It's a wisdom, I call it. It's a lesson learned. It's what you had to go through your path to get to be here right now, sitting right here, doing what you're doing. Because if you didn't suffer and you didn't go through your lessons, you wouldn't be with your husband. You would probably not be in this country. And the same for me. I probably not would be in Florida if my husband was still alive. So there's things that need to happen to you in your path in order for you to start trusting. And it's hard. It's very hard. It's not an easy path. And it takes time for you to heal. And that's where the word heal comes, in order for you to open up.
Yeah, I know it's difficult to trust people. I know, because you don't like. I love to read about psychology, or to read about not read, watch, for example, always psychopath series.
Oh my God, those
and,
series.
Yeah, and then also the story of background. I born in the 90s, so it. I was taught since I was a very little girl. You know, I grew in downtown Lima when I was like 3 years old.
Okay.
And my parents taught me, you know, unfortunately, the reality of the country in that moment. You know, you can't just go and trust any kid in the street, you know, because there were many things going on. And I learned that since a very young age. But at the same time, this is the awkward part. They said you just have to learn to recognize one of the most difficult things in the world, that there is going to be always good people and bad people. And that doesn't come with race, doesn't come with a religion, doesn't come with a country, doesn't come with anything. And now that I'm a grown person, oh my God, everybody thinks that I have like 100% on something. Like recently, for example, let's say for some things that happen in my country, I defending policemen, but I'm not defending 100% of policemen. I'm recommending the people who is still good.
Yes, completely understand.
Or, for example, what happens, unfortunately, to Peruvians and Venezuelans right now with migrations, you know, and because it happens a lot. Like, it's not black or white situation. There's always middles.
Yes,
you know,
absolutely.
And every day we have to I think we have to trust people to learn to recognize who is trying to be good and who's trying to be bad.
Yes.
Who's trying to make good actions even though they make mistakes sometimes, and who's trying always to just go through the easy way or the bad way, you know.
Absolutely. But I feel like in order to recognize, you have to open up.
Yes.
Right? You have to kind of allow it.
Yeah.
You have to allow it in order for you to see, okay, this person is trying to not do me well, and this person is trying to either hurt me or do whatever it needs to do. I know a lot of people right now that are bad people. Those people have gone through many things that make them be bad. Either, you know, psychologically speaking. I mean, nowadays, if we talk about mental health care and just mental health overall here in the United States, it's ridiculous. It's sad. Sad. And let me tell you just a little one fact, because I work with this, is that men are the highest risk right now in mental health and taking their life instead of women.
I didn't want to say the S word, but I just read this morning before going to the doctor that there was 2 cases in less than 1 week, 1 woman and 1 man, found in Disney World. They went to the resorts, and unfortunately now they are.
Yeah.
And that thing of mental health is more than an issue. It's also a decision for many people, because I feel, and correct me on this, when you also are doing your workshops and you connect with people and you realize all these people together want to heal. Mm-hmm. They try to help each other. They are open to help each other, right?
Yes, they're open to help each other. And this is where I kind of stop them in a way, because if you are going through something very traumatic and I'm going through something very traumatic, we can help ourselves, but in a certain level.
Yeah.
You know, I always tell them, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a psychologist, I just, you know, but you need to go see somebody that actually specializes on that. And you need to have your sessions and you need to get checked. Of course.
That's a good thing, because
Yeah.
I think sometimes people confuses coaching with psychologists.
Yes. Oh, big time.
Why?
Big time. They're like, oh, so are you going to prescribe me? What? Prescribe you what? I was like, prescribe you writing your journal, prescribe you doing meditation, prescribe you like, let's do some breath work and things like that. But I always, like, that's the first thing in my first session. Like, I am not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not going to prescribe you anything.
I can charge you like that.
Yeah, but I'm not doing none of that. And that is, I think that is the belief society has of what a coach should be, or, you know, or where they're coming. I mean, I have turned down people that I know for sure that I can't help at this moment because they don't want the help. They just want an easy fix.
Yeah, let's talk about that. What's easy fix? And because, well, I have an idea, but what's easy fix, and why people nowadays also think that it's like taking a pill for, I don't know, just a sneeze and you get cured.
I mean, once again, I think it's society. Society builds that on you, and the easy fix that they come with me with is the fact that what can I tell them that they need to take or ask their doctor so they can get better, or they can, you know, all of a sudden get happier. And I'm like, no, there is no easy fix. You got to put in the work. Like, we got to work. We got to go deep in and see what's going on in here. And they're like, no, I don't want to go through that. You know, can you just help me, like, something fast? And that's when I turn them down. No, I can't. I can't do that for you.
Yeah, and also feel that sometimes people really don't connect with their emotions.
They don't want to.
Like,
it hurts.
I know it hurts.
Yeah.
But let's put it this way: why people is, and sometimes they even take, for example, trips to Peru, let's say, you know, and try the ayahuasca and all those things. Uh-huh. Why they are like, I feel like they are from no opening to let's go to the end of the world and try something else.
Yeah. I mean, because once again, they think that's going to be an easy fix. I have clients that have done plant medicine, as we call it, and they come back and they're like, it didn't work. I went to Peru, to the Amazons, and I paid this much, and it didn't work. I'm like, what do you mean it didn't work? It didn't work because it's not supposed to work. You're supposed to do the work.
Yeah.
You know, this is just a method for you to kind of open up. Oh, but I don't want to talk about, you know, my past. I don't want to talk about this, or people are BS, or people, you know, whatever they want to say. And it's like, you can't think like that. You got to be able to open up to want to work on you, because that's the only way you're going to become the best version of yourself. And I can only help so much. And I tell them, I said, I don't want to take your money. I had two guys beg me. He's like, please, I done 3, you know, plant medicine ceremonies and nothing has helped. And I'm like, and you think I'm going to help you if that has not worked and you don't want to open up? I said, I can't do that. You're just not ready yet. And it's true. Some people are not ready yet to start their healing process.
And also, what can we find that you bring? Like, what things we find as your methodology for this?
Yes. So my method in Kallpa, Miami, is basically to really go inwards. So what does that mean, going inwards? Talking about what is really going on here. Mm-hmm. You know, what have you seen as a kid, or what are your thoughts or limiting belief about yourself, of your family, of a partner, or anything that's going around you? And how can we dig into that, make it come out, make it see, face it. Whether you have to cry, whether you're angry, whatever it is, you have to face it. Once you face it, then we'll go about how to heal that, and whether you can accept it or not. And one of the biggest things is that people cannot accept. People cannot accept that their mothers did that, their fathers did that, their girlfriends left, that they didn't get the job that they did. Why not me? Why not me? The victim, right? So that's what I try to help them with. The fact that they're not a victim, that they're actually in their power, that they're leaders and they need to heal so they can get into the best version of themselves.
You just said something that for me is very real, not be the victim, because I feel like now society, especially through social media, victim or
victim syndrome.
Yeah, victim syndrome, or influencers who play the victim also, let's be honest about this. Yeah. It's easy to sell. Yep. It's very easy to sell.
Of course.
And Actually, when I even complained that publicly on my social media,
You did?
yeah, like stop playing the victims and playing with people just to just receive money.
Yes, it's true.
There is people like, why don't you believe? Because what? Again, what you said, like you want the circle of your friends or your influencers be like people who are just in victim state, and yes, everybody play the victim together and let's be sad together, let's hurt each other together. No, you want people who just raise you up, who says I can be there for you, or you can do this by yourself and try to do it.
Exactly. So this is a good point that you bring up, because a lot of people tell me, oh, I was told that you're a healer. I'm not a healer. I'm not a
shaman.
I'm not a shaman. I'm not a healer. No, I don't do none of that. I don't throw
You killed
stuff
the
on
cuy.
you. Or like spit on your face. No, I don't do none of that stuff. Like, you heal yourself. That's your job. I'm here as a guide. I'm just guiding you. I'm supporting you. I'm trying to show you there's ways and methods that you can heal yourself. Because I have nothing to do with that. You have to do that. So that's the beauty of my program as well. I don't promise them anything. And I say that at the beginning. I said, listen, if you know, this can take 6 months, it can take a year, and you're only going to heal this much, because you have to continue and put the work over and over and over again.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Seriously. And there is always something that makes you think that you have to stop, but actually you just have to start over.
You just have to do it over again. But it's hard for them to understand that, because like I said, they want the easy fix.
And also feel like sometimes people don't approach that they are the owners of their own decisions and their own consequences.
Responsibility.
Yes.
They don't take responsibility of their own actions.
Yeah, and you know, for example, when I came to United States, even though I came in the best situation possible, because I'm such a workaholic, I'm such a social person, it hit me sometimes, you know, it hit me because I was alone here, not friends, not family, everybody's in the country, back in the country, and I'm just here by myself, technically. But I then realized this is a decision I actually made by myself, and I don't have anyone else to complain.
Exactly.
I actually have a beautiful life if I have to think the rest of the day, so why am I whining?
I know, right? But you came into that conclusion yourself.
Yes.
All right then.
Yes.
See?
Took me like maybe it was a hard week, you know, and that usually happens. Take me a couple of days to come that to mind. But then actually that not just happened for that reason. It comes to everything. Like everything is like, no, it's my decision. I should be responsible for my own consequences. And that actually makes me much happier.
Exactly. Because you're accepting it. And that's the beauty of it. A lot of people don't accept so I feel like everybody has options. You had an option to choose the guy you're with, your husband. You had an option to do this. You have an option to accept your job. Yes, sometimes we're scattered of money, we're scattered of this, but you always have an option. And this is what I tell them all. You have an option. You chose to be like that. You chose to go through the things that you did because that's what you chose at the moment. I said, now let's change that pattern. Let's change that limited belief. Let's see what else can work for you. And not a lot of people believe in themselves.
Even when
not a lot of people.
When they follow the same pattern over and over.
Yes. And then they don't see it. They're like, well, why is this happening to me? Well, what did you do? And then what did you do second? And then third. Yeah, but why is it still happening to me? I must have bad luck. No. Listen to what you're saying.
And the worst part is, let's put it this way, because this is a conversation I have a lot with girlfriends until now. Like the ones who still now, after certain years, they are still struggling with the same path.
Yep.
And then I hate when the girl said, oh girl, it's the boy the problem. I'm like, I don't want to sound mean. I don't want to be like the bad B girl here. But if you are actually with different guys following the same pattern over and over, the reasons are very similar, and you're following exactly for the same once again and once again, there's something you can just not say into your own self.
Of course.
Maybe you can, your friends, because I don't consider that a friend at that point, that they won't tell you to your face, and it's okay. But the worst thing you can do in your life is lie to yourself. You can maybe trick everybody, but don't do that to yourself. You don't deserve this. And you have to also learn to, you don't deserve this. Why people, then that's my next question. Why people think they deserve what they are doing?
So I have a great answer for that, because a lot of my clients, they don't think they're worthy. They say, well, I'm not worthy of having a different man because I saw my mom, or because this has been my pattern. And I ask them, I say, why do you think you're not worthy? And why does this person is worthy? And it's, you know what it, at the end of the day is their surroundings. So a lot of the people that I work with, believe it or not, one of the things they thank me for is the fact that their surroundings have changed 90%. Like the people they used to hang with, even family members, even the way that people speak and think or say about themselves is not worth of themselves. So therefore, they believe they're not worthy. And they continue to do the same habit and behaviors over and over again. So we have to change that. And in order to change that, it's hard. It's like, dude, come on. Like, you know, I see it. How can you not see it? And this is why we change. A lot of what we change is their support system.
Yeah, and also people can choose the family a little bit or not, to be honest. You can choose at least who wants you as your nuclear circle.
Yes.
And also let go. You know, one of the things I told my family last time I was in Peru, that was this April, because I was with my parents, I was with my grandparents, and with my husband, but he doesn't understand Spanish. My brother, and well, my grandpa is the father of my godmother. He's not my blood grandpa.
Okay.
He's the one who raised me, but he's my grandpa from heart, and and he's my grandfather figure that I always had since I'm born. So I always said, you are the family I chose.
Yeah. Exactly.
Even though the many things that family can have, at the end of the day, and we have proved this through pandemic and through many things that were happening in lives, we keep deciding to have each others in their lives.
Exactly.
No matter what. And if something matters, we have to talk about it.
Yeah. But see the culture and what you guys cultivated, the fact of your grandfather, even though it's not your blood, but yet you have that relationship. And not a lot of people have those relationships with their, with the intimate family. Believe it or not, they don't.
And also, to be honest, there's certain members of my family that are not that direct, but are still family, that I don't want them around, and I just back up.
Exactly. You let them be.
Yeah, and I let them be.
Yeah, you let them be. And that's the other thing, when we talk about with my clients, a lot of them say, well, I'm going to have to stop talking to my cousin. I'm going to stop talking to my aunt or my uncle or even my brother. And I said, well, if you must do that for your own peace, go for it. What is stopping you? Why is that you can't cross that little curve and start new and start not talking about, the same problems, the same trauma, the same stress, the same things like that. And they don't understand at the beginning, but surely within the months they're like, oh, okay. Oh, and then that's the first thing everyone says. It's like, thank you so much, because now I changed my circle. Now I really know who's part of my village, who's really with me, who's my family, who will support me. And the ones that don't, I have, closed the door on that.
Yeah, let them go. I have a philosophy in life that I'm like an open book. If someone wants to come with me and write a story together, let's write it. If they want to close it, it's a chance to close it. Yes. Generally, I'm not the one who wants to close it, but it's okay. And this is very interesting because I feel that people in general is, again, black or white. Like they don't want to talk to you, or they want to talk to you. And this is what I generally say, let's talk. And if we can resolve this, just let it go. And it's better for both of us.
Yes.
But also, I feel sometimes that if people don't want to talk about it, they just...
Just hold on to that feeling, that anger.
Yeah, and it's not just well communication. It's also not good for them. Not just for me.
No.
It's also for them.
Yes. I think everything, within a human being, it's open communication. You have to be able to say what you feel to you in a very respectful manner, even if you're angry, even if you want to yell. I think communication is key. And if you don't have that, then nothing is going to get resolved, because that's going to bottle in inside. And then you're going to build this resentment for that person.
What tips can you give to people who actually wants to start their path in the holistic world? Like, not, let's say, before even take the workshops, how can you tell them, like, hey, this is the way you can start your day, and then you can decide to take a workshop?
That's a great question, actually. One of the things that I tell my new people that have no idea what I'm talking about, they're like, you're doing brujeria and stuff like that. I'm like, no, I'm not. I tell them to let's learn to meditate. And they're like, what do you mean? I cannot meditate. My mind is all over the place. And believe it or not, I had clients that went to, I can never meditate like this. I can never meditate. I'm like, your words got power. Stop saying that. Stop saying that. And little by little in each session, we include meditation, and we include more meditation. And with that, that's where I start guiding them. And I always ask them, are you Catholic? Are you Christian? So I know what's the religion background. So my meditations are conveyed based on that as well. I mention God because I always mention God, but it's specific more to that one client. And that's how it really starts. So I think meditation and really learning how to quiet your mind is super, super key of all the amazing things that your body, your mind, and soul can do.
And also something very important, be present, right?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Be present. Again, what is to be present?
So we live in a very busy world, right? I mean, I was just rushing from one thing. I'm sure you were just coming from somewhere as well. We need to be present with ourselves. When you wake up in the morning, instead of like grabbing your phone immediately or rushing to the bathroom, because sometimes I know now you have to rush to the bathroom, use the bathroom. When you come back, just take 5 minutes in your bed and just close your eyes and just be present with yourself. Feel yourself, like really feel yourself. Where are you at? Did you dream last night? What was it about? How do you feel? Stretch, wake up, just be present with yourself. And not a lot of people do that because they're like on the rush, on the go. Yes. And I'm late and I woke up this and I gotta go. It's hard.
It's hard.
It's a practice. I mean, even for me, has been years of practice. And I'll be completely honest to you. Today, I have not been present in the morning because I just had back to back things. But now when I go home, I know for sure. I even put it on my calendar. I'm like, just a half an hour. I just need to not talk to anybody in my room by myself or in my bathroom, in my shower, and be present with myself. I love the running, the water running in my body, in my head. And I just be present. I pray, I say thank you. I always touch my heart. I'm like, because I want to show gratitude for the day. Even though it was a very, very long day and I got home at 11, I still am present with myself before I go to bed.
I realize you also meditate with your boyfriend, right?
Yes, I do.
But was he also in that path before? That's how you met him? Or?
That's a great question. I met him through a full moon event that I had at the beach. And he was in his journey at that time.
Oh, nice.
So I was able to help him a lot more to make the change, but, really go for it and not look back. And also to change those behaviors that we just talked about.
That's interesting because also, for example, when you meditate, sometimes, again, let's say inner circle or other people can be like talking in your mind.
Of course.
So how you balance that with him when you want to meditate? Do you do it together or you do it separate?
No, we actually do it together. And I'm usually the one that would speak the words of our meditation.
Oh, nice.
Some days I'll ask him, and then he does also. He's done meditation for more than 10 years. He has led multiple meditations in Switzerland, in Germany. So he's not new to it, thank God. So he knows how to do it. He actually taught me how to do walking meditation.
Oh.
I was like, walking meditation? He brought me to a beautiful park up here, up north in Palm Beach. It's it's a beautiful park, and you walk, and he had me walk, holding my hand, doing a walking meditation.
with your eyes closed?
No. You have your eyes.
I was like, wow, that's another super Saiyan level.
So, see, that's what I thought. That's what I was like, oh, but do I have to close my eyes? He's like, who told you that meditation is only closing your eyes? I was like, oh, but that's how that I do it. He's like, no, Cynthia, we can do walking meditation. He told me the whole story, where it comes from and everything. I was like, oh my God. And we did a walking meditation. It's my first time. And after that, I started Googling and researching. I'm like, I never heard of this.
That's interesting.
Yeah. See, I immediately thought, I'm like, am I going to fall? Like, like, what's going on? Where you want to take me?
No, in the most I approach to that thing of trusting somebody's theater classes, and trust me, there was one exercise many years ago. When I remember that anecdote, I still feel so sorry for the guy.
Oh no, what happened?
He was taller, and this is a trust exercise that your partner has to go.
Oh, then you go backwards. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yes.
And even though I try my best, I'm a tiny person. He was very tall, so I fell. But even my he has just went like butter from my arms, and it's like sorry.
Oh my God.
But he didn't. He really really trust. He didn't put any resistance. Like he came like death weight.
Oh my God.
It's like, we should have done this the different way. Maybe somebody smaller trying it with somebody who was tall,
I know. I think that you guys missed that. No, but it's true. Do you meditate? Do you do meditation? Have you tried it?
I have tried it, but to be honest, so far, when I feel I connect the most with my inner self is when I pray.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
And I have had even visions when I prayed in the past. Yes, when I did retirement before my confirmation.
Okay.
I seriously thought, this is an anecdote that I thought it was real. Like, I seriously thought I saw people that was never there. And even I spoke to a person about one of her relatives. And I seriously, I knew this girl from the confirmation program, but I never talked to her. And she was just seated next to me in that moment, and she said I referred to her like somebody from her family talking to her. I was like, what?
No way.
And it was like, you said 2-3 words, like it really got her in that moment. Like,
that's crazy. But that's the power of prayers, of course. I believe in the power of prayers.
Yes,
of course.
So I do believe there is also something that there is a story that my family believes I'm a witch.
Tell me, what is it?
No, it's just that I always had, unfortunately, when I have had bad dreams, with somebody, it has happened that person passed away.
Oh my God, no way.
Or the fact that, for example, once my mom was with one of her aunts just having tea, and they were talking about one of the brothers of this aunt who was very, very sick, and I just approached to them like this, like regular conversation, And I just said, no, he's not the one who's going to die, it's the other. And the other was in that moment totally
no
fine.
Way. Yeah. And it happened?
Yeah, after like a couple of months,
oh my God.
This one recovered, the other one got extremely sick and passed away. But this guy was somebody very close to my mom, and my mom got so upset with me, like, go to your room, why you say that? And especially the way I say it, like, no, he's not the other one. And sometimes has happened to me some things like that.
No way.
Like that.
You have a gift. You definitely have a gift, a sense or something.
There is people who have told me that before,
Yeah, of course.
Or even I predicted my dad, his heart attack many years before. But of course, this is the thing. I don't do you're going to have a heart attack or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like we were playing with my dad because we were always told we come from gypsies or stuff for our faces. So he was grabbing my hand, and I grabbed his hand.
Okay.
And he actually said playing, oh yeah, your line of life, blah, blah, blah. And then you are going to have around your 24 years old an illness that is going to be with you for the rest of your life, but it's not going to kill you. At 24, people, that's my dad talking. At 24, I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism. That is something you actually have to live with.
He was right.
Yeah, he was right. But he was like, yeah, give me your hand, playing.
Just playing around.
And then I said to him, you're going to give us a really, 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 really big scare when you are before your 60s.
Okay.
And I think we are going to think you're going to die, but you're not going to die. He had his heart attack when he was 58.
Oh my God, no way. Look at that. What did he say to that? What was his
They
response?
just laughed. We were just having drinks. And again, it's like that direct conversations like that. It's not something like I control.
Oh my God, no way. Look at your dad. You must have your dad's gift.
I think so. Sometimes that,
Yeah.
maybe that's why everybody, all my lab people have called me I look like a gypsy.
Have you done your research of where you come from, your background and stuff like that? Some people are curious. I know I'm curious. I really want to know where do I come from? What's my background?
I know I'm from my mom's side, I'm from Italy, a part of Italy.
Okay.
And then from my dad's side, I know we are from, since we are double R, we are from the area of the north of Spain that was also from the Turco Ottomans and blah blah blah. But this is the funniest part. Actually, that's the day we met.
Oh yeah.
The day we met. Okay, I was my husband was going to pick me up,
Okay.
and I went to the lobby of the hotel, and I was waiting there. So the guy of the reception offered me wine. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. They had water in reception. Great hotel.
Yes.
And he was from India.
Oh.
And he told me, I thought you were from India. And he told me a very specific area of India. And 2 months before, another person told me, I think you are from this area of India. And actually, that's the area where the gypsies come from.
That's what. So you have to be around there. See, it's a sign. It's a sign. You actually are coming from
this
there.
Is funny because seriously, they told me the same area, and then when I researched that area, that's actually the origin of the
gypsies. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, yeah, gypsy.
I don't know. Yeah, people confuse me a lot with India too here.
Really?
Yeah, all the time.
Look at that. See, you have to have some background with that, where people keep telling you and telling you and telling you.
Yeah.
For sure. No, for sure.
One last thing before we go. Can you tell me, can you explain to people why it's so important, the connection with our ancestors, and in our case, our Peruvian heritage?
Oh my God. So this is a big one. Before, when I was little, my family is from Cusco, actually. And my grandmother, she spoke Quechua.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I don't remember anything. But she spoke Quechua to me till the day she passed away. She was 99 when she passed away. My great-great-grandmother. So we're talking about very, very old grandmother. And she taught me the importance of actually connecting with your ancestor, connecting with your culture, connecting with your food, with how they were raised and the beliefs that they have. So she was the one that actually cultivated this heritage in me. And when she passed away, I think I kind of lost that. And then I picked it up when my husband passed away. And I think it's very important to connect with your ancestors, with your history, because that's where you come from. That's your essence. And that's what you can actually bring to the world if you really find out who you are in the beauty of each country, not just Peru, but every country has a beautiful thing that they can bring. And not just that, but you pass it on to your kids, and their kids pass it on to your kids. So you keep that alive. Yes. And that's one of the beautiful things I do at my home. I'm I call it strict mom. We eat on the table. We eat as a whole. We talk. Phones are put away. For Christmas, we celebrate Christmas on the 24th and on the 25th. So we do both, because now we're here. But I always tell my kids about, my grandmother and how she was brought up. And I show them videos of Peru since they were little. And they only been to Peru, I think, twice. But they know about it. They know where they come from. And I think that's the beauty that all of us need to learn and really in tune that heritage within us.
Yeah, I'm so proud. Doesn't matter what people say, but I'm so proud of being Peruvian.
Of course.
I love that.
Got the best food too. So.
Yes, also.
Number one.
we have dances, we have culture, we have everything. We have ecosystems, which are so beautiful, diversity. Oh my God.
One of the 7 wonders. Yeah, we have everything there.
Yeah, we have everything. And, I have one. Listen, One thing I will say, I just know one word, and it's a bad word in Quechua.
No,
Well,
what
I
is
know.
it?
Actually, I know another words, but I know what bad word.
So you
in
know Quechua, you learned, or how
No,
was it?
it's just because in Peru you grow with
Okay.
some Peruvian words. I know runtu sapa.
Runtu sapa. I don't want to know what that means.
I was playing to you.
Offline, yeah.
Yeah, I love to. Even though I don't speak Quechua, I find it is difficult to learn also, at least a little bit, because you don't, at least in the city, you don't grow with many people who speaks it. But I love to learn like other words like taita, and just have it as part of my my Spanish as well.
Of course. Believe it or not, I just signed up yesterday for a Quechua course from Sacred Valley in Cusco through Zoom, because I really want to learn. I want to learn as much as I can, the language, the prayers that they do. They have beautiful, beautiful prayers that I'm going to start doing on my sound healing. So it's all this like intertwined things that I'm finding more and more and more about our ancestors.
Please, where can we find you in social media?
Of course. So you can find me as Cynthia Brels. So Cynthia, Brels. Or my company at Kallpa, Miami.
That's Instagram, Facebook?
Instagram, yes. And my webpage, Kallpa, Miami.
Thank you so much
Of
for being here.
No, thank you.
And thank you, everybody, for being part of the podcast. Seriously, you make this podcast every time bigger and bigger, and I love that. And thank you, Cynthia, one more time for being with us.
Thank you so much, Danny. Thank you, Camelónicas.
Camelónicas,
yes. You know that. Wait, I'm sorry. Where does this word come from? I wanted to know.
Okay,
sorry.
So Camelónicas is chameleon.
Chameleon, yeah, el chameleon.
Yes. So Camelónicas is because I realized that women, we're Camelónicas all our lives. Like we grow, we try to follow a path, and we also break the rule, like the traditional rule that we can just be one thing in life.
Absolutely.
So we can do whatever we want. We can achieve goals that are different, that just come from different, diverse worlds, and we can achieve everything we want. That's why I love the word Camelónicas.
Camelónicas, yeah. So you heard it here. This is why. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Thank you, everyone, for listening to the podcast. I'm truly honored. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.